What's up guys, Ryan here. So in this video, I want to talk about people that rose to the occasion when opportunity came knocking for their Amazon FBA business. Now I'm going to start with this guy you're looking at over my shoulder. His name's Brock, and this is the Lunar Eclipse glasses guy from Amazon that made $6 million because he knew to order the glasses prior to the Eclipse. He knew to order a lot of quantity, and he knew to let his competition sell out because he anticipated the demand being as high as it did end up being, allowing him to jack up the prices for his glasses, being one of the only people selling authentic ones on Amazon. Now, I know he got me. I paid $60 for 5, and more power to him. You know what? I got to see the Eclipse, though, so thank you, Brock, for having them available. But anyways, guys, I think there's another opportunity right now similar to the Eclipse. Now, unfortunately, it's not something cool like the Eclipse. It's really related to the epidemic, or really pandemic, over in China that's been happening over the last few months since late December. As a result, hospital supplies, surgical masks specifically, have been in very high demand. I actually reached out to my supplier in China and asked if any of these are available over there, and he said no, they're only manufacturing them for use in China, which makes sense. But I just wanted to show you on Amazon, I opened up a bunch of listings and have been evaluating these, and they're basically either sold out or I'll show you actually just as we go. So this listing may or may not be sold out. Typically when you see something like available from these sellers, that means that it is sold out by the primary normal seller, and then other people have jumped on later to create offers, and typically at higher prices. Now, if you don't have Helium 10, go ahead and grab it in the link below, and once you have it installed and you're logged in, you only need the free version. It'll start showing you the BSR history over time as well as the price history over time. And what you can see as a result is essentially like, is price going up? Is price going down? Is it selling more? Is it selling less? Now this one held pretty steady. The price has actually gone down and sales rank has gone up. Now, I don't know why this specific listing is like that, because the rest of the listings I'm going to show you are pretty much the opposite. So here is, well, the data didn't load on this one. Let's go here. So here's some surgical masks, all time. For some reason, a lot of these don't have data prior to like early February, or maybe they all just kind of got in at the same time in early February and then sold out immediately. So you'll see the new price was $50 and it jumped up to $90. And that's the blue line. The purple line is sales rank, and you can see it every time it falls off a cliff, it's getting sales. But even the sales rank jumped from 170K down to 17K, dropped down to 8,500, and it's kind of just been floating. Or here, this is for 50 masks, by the way. But the new price drops from $90 to $67, which, by the way, this is still like astronomically high. People are making a boatload of money. Sales rank dropped down to like 3,000, 2,700, 2,500 today, with not list price, but the new price, the actual sale price at $67. And yeah, you'll notice a similar trend here. So again, available from these sellers. If I'm just going to click through really quickly and show you available from these sellers. This one does not say available from these sellers, and it's a #1 bestseller. So somebody finally projected the amount of inventory they needed to good levels. So you can actually see here the bestseller rank floating around 10, 8, 9, holding steady at 9 BSR in its parent category. This is absolutely crazy. It seems like they ordered an appropriate amount of inventory as well. They did some research. I can't really talk too much about what I want to talk about. I actually recorded a separate video and then decided I didn't want to release it. Don't want to get like flagged on YouTube. But anyways, these guys upped their price from $5.21 for 100 pieces of these masks. 100 pieces. They were selling them for $5.21. They upped their price to $12. Keep in mind, we just went back here, 50 masks for $70, and they're getting sales, right? And over here, these guys are selling 500 masks for $600. And notice every drop in purple. I know my head's in the way, sorry. Every drop in purple, they're getting sales at $600. Absolutely absurd. Here again, $90 they're getting sales, $67 they're getting sales, $60 they're getting sales. But if you want to be a #1 bestseller, you can sell 100 pieces and price it as low as $5 to $12. It seems like you can pretty much ask whatever you want, though, because there's such a shortage. As you would imagine, exam gloves are also selling slightly better, but not too much better in general sales rank. Again, more masks. Where's the one I wanted to look at specifically? This one. This is the one I wanted to look at specifically. So if we go to February 20, this is pretty much all in the last 2 months, but you can kind of see that their sales rank as a function of their price, they're 8,400 listing at $10. Then they up their price to $13 and their sales rank jumps down to 1,200. So they went from like 8,500 to 1,200 sales rank by increasing their price from $10 to $13. And that trend kind of continues. It looks like their price went as high as $26 and they're at around 3,000 BSR. $20, 1,700 BSR. And by the way, guys, like lower BSR means more sales. So, and then it looks like they probably went out of stock. And after they went out of stock, a bunch of people jumped on and created offers. Like if we click these sellers, look at all these people who are probably not the original sellers. These are just third-party sellers that created an offer where they could, and you know, a product that was selling for $5 initially, you know, it was selling for $5. Then they upped that price to $9. They're now asking $65 for, you know, and getting away with it. I mean, they're not selling nearly as high volume, but the sales rank, I mean, look at even when the price went from 20 to 28 to 72 and then down to 65 and now down to 59.5, the sales rank 3,200, 3,300, 3,800, 4,000, 3,700, 3,200, 2,800. So they're getting sales. And they may not make $6 million like our friend here off the Lunar Eclipse glasses. But, you know, guys, like either you're this guy who's selling 100 pieces and has the #1 bestseller in sanitary masks because he ordered an appropriate level of inventory and hasn't gone out of stock, and also is being kind and not upping his price too much. Like he's holding at $12, even though clearly, I mean, this very quick research we just did shows that he could command $20 probably easily. You know, opportunity knocks in a couple ways. You could be this guy who ordered ahead of time. You could be these guys who are just creating third-party offers. This assumes that you actually have inventory or the ability to get inventory. Now, you don't want to be caught drop shipping on Amazon. That'll get you in trouble. But I'm just saying, like, this is not uncommon. You know, now that you know how this works, you'll probably start to see it a lot more often on Amazon, where if a product listing sells out, all of a sudden, you know, the vultures show up and they create offers at like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10x the normal price. And, you know, and look how they do this too. $75 free shipping, $25, $50 shipping. You know, it's a game. A lot of these guys are using repricers too. They're using software to automatically reprice. That's how you get 66 cents, 64 cents, 63 cents. The repricers are just scanning and dynamically undercutting everybody else. I don't do this. I don't engage in this, but I'm just letting you guys know that this happens. And also, before we wrap up, I just wanted to show you guys, let's go to global sources, where I think you will find a lot less Chinese suppliers than on Alibaba. And I searched for surgical disposable face masks. Now, as a rule of thumb, I've mentioned this before, but you don't necessarily want to trust the advertised cost per piece. You typically need to like reach out, talk to a sales agent to get the real price. Although, just to give you an idea, like look at the price per piece. They're like a penny per. That's how cheap they are. All right, and let me just show you. Even this guy's selling them at $12. You know, the #1 bestseller. Just making a massive markup. But obviously also like the actual price varies on how many you buy, and then also there's inbound shipping, but these are lightweight, so it can't be that bad. And I'm going to scroll down the left-hand side, and it says factory location. Whoops. Click other. Filter out mainland China. But also, did you see that disparity there? Real quick, it said mainland China, 474. other in the world, and that's only indexed on global sources, so I mean, it's not like that's how it really is, but I mean, that's a pretty big disparity. Other, I'm going to check that box, so it won't include China. If we have 14 options, all right? And I mean, again, it looks like some people are pricing in terms of weight, but either way, I mean, if you're interested in trying to source this product, you know, more power to you. Check out global sources. You're going to have to deal with importing from somewhere that isn't China if you've never done that before. So you might face added complexity. But it does look, in my personal opinion, like there's a lot of money to be made here. It may not be Lunar Eclipse money, but you know what? If you're selling a product that people want and you can justify a higher price point, maybe don't go as high as like $70 for 50 masks, but you know, whatever you think is reasonable, if you can source them and get them here in time while the demand is still high. You also run the risk of importing a mass quantity and people not wanting them, so it's not like this is some no-brainer that's going to make you rich, but these sort of things should be on your radar. You know, opportunity knocks like this rarely. And, you know, who knows, maybe this will be flooded in like a month because everybody's thinking the same thing. Maybe not. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to put that out there on your radar. So if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, just hit that like button. Tell YouTube that I'm producing quality content on this channel. And if you enjoyed it also and you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button as well. It would be very much appreciated. And thank you guys. I'll see you at the next video.
Passive Income School is open. Enroll now at ryansmethod.com. Thank you.